In this video, I'm going to be talking about my top 5 tips to help you take control of your health and build your physique.
And if you really want to know what's been going on in my mind, thought you would die if they left your side. Whole squad in your car, but your car won't ride. And if you really want to know what's been going on in my mind, I thought you would die if you touched that sky. Threw seeds in the garden, but the hose wouldn't dry. Drop bars in the dark, but the smoke gon' rise. Meditate late.
Now, before I begin, I'm going to say this out of love and compassion, right? There is no hating what I'm about to say. If you take anything from this video, I just want to make sure that you take it and you actually apply it. You might say, well, why would you say that? Of course I'm going to watch a video and try to learn something. And that's true. However, most of us, and myself included, I'm guilty of this too, we just want to soak up information and learn. And while learning is beneficial, I don't think you'll find anybody who's going to argue with that. The actual act of learning takes you to do what you've actually learned. And in doing what you have learned is what actually makes it stick. All right, so as we get into this, keep that in mind. Let's go. Number 5 on the list, and that is set a goal. So you have to define what you're trying to accomplish. Once you define it, then you're able to map out where you are now versus where you want to be. And here's what I'd also advise: stepping on a scale and taking a picture, so you can psychologically make a connection and push the needle towards you taking control of your health. Remember, a goal should be specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and there should be a time frame on it. Some people may say, oh, this is corny, but you do need a target to aim at. And then once you've hit it, it will propel you forward towards finer targets, because our natural tendency is to progress in small increments until we hit our goal. So that's it. Tip number 5, set your goal. The next tip on the list is commit. So you made a decision and set the goal. Now you have to commit to taking the action. Remember, it's not a sprint, it's a marathon. There will be times when you will ratchet up the intensity. For example, for a physique goal, say if you want to get ready for the beach, you want to get your beach body, or let's say you're a female and you have a wedding come up and you want to get nice and slim to fit into your dress and look beautiful on your big day. So ultimately, it's a lifelong endeavor. So buckle up and commit to continually squeezing the juice out. And that's tip number 4. Tip number 3 is rest and recovery. It is a public health problem. 30% of American adults report sleeping less than 6 hours per day. And of course, you can see why this is a problem, because recovery happens while you're sleeping. Not while you're doing deadlifts, not while you're doing kipping pull-ups, not while you're doing drop sets and supersets and breaking down the muscle. So sleep is essential for immunity, mental health, and cognitive function. Trust me, I've worked as a nurse in sleep medicine, and if you've ever seen somebody who is sleep deprived, it is not a funny sight. So make sure you prioritize sleep for recovery. But the recommendation for an adult is 7 to 9 hours of sleep daily. All right, so that's tip number 3. Make sure you're getting enough sleep and rest for recovery. All right, guys, here we are. Next tip, you guessed it, we are in the gym. This tip is a 2-part tip. So 1, you have to get to the gym. Why? Because just getting to the gym alone puts you ahead of the pack versus someone who's inactive. And that's regardless if someone has diabetes, if someone has a heart disease, if someone has high cholesterol, and if someone is obese. So just by doing that, you're putting yourself ahead of the game. Congratulations to you, but hold up, we're not done yet. You need to understand the difference between exercise and physical activity. Physical activity is anything where you are going to expend some type of energy. That could be walking, jogging, rowing. It could be a heavy construction job. But there's a big difference between physical activity and exercise. See, exercise is a little bit different. See, exercise is planned, it's purposeful, it's repeated, and it's done to maintain or improve your health. There's a difference right there. You have to have a plan when you come in the gym. It's also going to give you a sense of camaraderie. There's going to be like-minded people in here who you can learn from, get a little motivation from, draw energy from. Just make sure you come in here and you get it done. All right, guys, number 1, you need to understand nutrition is key. Well-known fact, nutrition reigns supreme when it comes to taking control of your health and your physique. So what does that mean? It means no matter what you do, how many times a day you work out, 6 or 7 times a week, you will not see those great changes in your body composition unless you learn to take control of what goes into and understand the effects of the food that goes into your body. So what does this mean? It means you should become fascinated with eating whole, real foods that you pick up from the local supermarket. then you should prepare it so you know exactly what's in it. Don't have to be Rachel Ray or Guy Fieri. Simple recipes will do. Then you have to repeat this process until you find out exactly how your body responds to each macronutrient. And what's the best way to do that? Tracking your macros. So if you don't know how to track your macros, go ahead, check out the other video. I set it up for you to go check it out to learn how to track your macros. And let's go. All right, guys, hope this video was helpful. If it was, don't forget to drop a like. I got some new beginner workout video routines coming up for y'all, so be on the lookout for that. That's it for this video. Don't forget, the juice is worth the squeeze. See y'all next time.
And if you really wanna know what's been going on in my mind, thought you would die if they left your side. Whole squad in your car, but your car won't ride. And if you really wanna know what's been going on in my mind, I thought you would die if you touched that sky. Threw seeds in the garden, but the hose wouldn't dry. Drop bars in the dark, but the smoke gon' rise. Meditate late.